So, hello. Today we are going to discuss one important problem that uses the strongly connected component concept that I have uh, taught you in the previous lecture, previous video. You can find that strongly connected component is the title of that video. Finding the strongly connected component. So, chef and round run from the codechef also uses that concept. So let's come to the OneNote and see what the problem statement is. Okay, nice recipes in boxes with food enumerated from 1 to n in the clockwise manner. So this is our 1, 2, 3 up to n. This is how the boxes are kept, and in that food is kept in an infinite way, means unlimited food is kept in there, it does not come to an end. Each box unlimited food, tastiness level is given here. A1 is there, A2 is there, and array A is there, basically AN is there. This is the tastiness level. A will contains the tastiness level. Now chef picks box I and stays in front of it. Now chef eats food and skips next AI boxes. A was the tastiness level. Now chef is staying at some other or at the same box. Box I is a magical box if at some point game has started from box I and chef are still in the front again. See what the question is saying. You have to find the number of magical boxes. This is the question. And what the magical boxes are, this is the definition is. I am explaining it. Box 1 is a magical box. If you start from this one box, and after following the step, that is, you will skip the AI number of boxes, and then visit the after skipping that AI boxes, we will visit the next box. After doing such steps, if you are able to reach one number box again, then this one is the magical box, otherwise not. So how you can connect it with the number of strongly connected component? What the strongly connected component is? Strongly connected component is a set of vertices in which any node can be reached from any other node, right? So if one is in the strongly connected component, means one can be reached from any other node, means after following that one is reachable after following these steps. So if one is in the strongly connected component, then one is a magic box, otherwise it is not. So we have to say the size of the strongly connected component in every in every call from the main function. What is the size? This will give the number of vertices which are in the strongly connected component. We will see the test cases. First, the input T will be there, n number of boxes, tastiness level array will be given, output is the number of magical boxes you have to give the output. Now see the how we will be. First we have to make the graph, the adjacency list, then only we will be able to find the number of strongly connected component. And please see the previous video of finding the strongly connected component. You will feel this very easy in solving this question if you have understood that video. So how we are going to create the adjacency list? 4 is the see the test cases. 4 is the number of vertices and these are the A values. So 4 vertices are there. Now 1, it will skip 1 vertices, so it is connected to 3. For 2 it will AI value is 1, so it will also skip 3 and 4 will be reached. 3 it will skip 4 and 1 is reached. 4 it will skip 1 and 2 is reached, because 1 vertices you have to skip. Second, see the second case, 4 vertices are there, and first we have to skip 3 boxes, means 2, 4, 3 and 4 you have to skip. This is 3 only, this is not 4, this is 3, and this is 4. For 1 you have to skip 3 boxes, means 2, 3 and 4 will be skipped, and there is a self loop. After that you have to skip 0, means all are connected. 2 is connected to 3, 3 is connected to 4, 4 is connected to 1. See the third case, 4 vertex boxes are there, and the AI values are 0, 0, and 2. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 we have to skip 0 boxes, so 1 is connected to 2, 2 is connected to 3, 3 is connected to 4. Now for 4 you have to skip 2 boxes, means 1 is skipped and 2 is skipped, and we will come to 3, so 4 and 3 are coming. This is how we are going to construct the adjacency list. Since it is going in cyclic manner, so we will be using this relation j plus ai plus 1 modulo n. N is the size number of boxes for moving in the circular manner. If this is coming to be 0, it means that you have to reach n, because we are using 1 based indexes. If it is coming 0, means this value is n, when modulo n is equal to 0, so we are reaching n. Now in the previous video that we have seen, in the strongly connected component, any individual node, only the one is also coming. So if suppose in here, if the one comes, does it come inside the, when we will create the transpose graph of it, one is not in the what we call, one is not in the, suppose we are creating the transpose graph of it. What is going to be the transpose graph? I am writing it with another color. What is going to be the transpose graph? There's 2, 3 and 4, this one, this and this. So this is the transpose graph of this TRP. Since 1 is not connected to any other element, so when we will be calling the DFS of 1, only one element will be come there, and in the strongly component array we will have one element, and we will when we will see its size, it is 1. So do we have the path for reaching from 1 to 1? No, we don't have the part, but we are getting 1. So here we have to modify one thing. We have to check whether this, if the size is 1, strongly component size has 1, only one element is there inside the strongly connected component, then we have to check whether it is a self loop or not. So for that we have this condition. This is the condition for checking the self loop. Self loop check. We will check the SSE of 0, means SSE of 0 will be the single element, whatever will be, and we will see its adjacency list. Adjacency of SSE 0, that element and is 0th element. So if it is the same equal, then it means that it is a self loop, and we will count that, we will increment our count, otherwise we will not increment if the strongly connected component size is 1. Let's see the code implementation. This is the adjacency, this is the transpose graph, strongly connected component vector, this is order vector, visited array, and this is the testiness level. Okay, come to the main function. We have taken the input t, this is input t, n and count is 0. We have taken the input of n, count is 0. We have adjacency list, we have resized, TRP we have resized, we have cleared our adjacency list TRP and visited vector, we have cleared our SSE vector. Now we are creating the adjacency list. For that we have to take the input of the age testiness label. So we have taken the input of testiness label. Now we are creating the adjacency graph. How we are going to do that? For 1 to n, we are using this formula j plus aj plus 1 modulo n. If new node equal to 0, means what? We are the value of this was n, so we will be pushing back j in, we will push back n, and in transpose graph we will pushing n in j. This is discussed in the previous video. Else we are going to do that, means that was not, that is not the, if it is the new node value is not 0, we will be pushing the new node. After that we are this is the code for this. I have commented it. I was just checking the manner in which the program was executing. This is for printing the adjacency list, which we have not to do, that's why I have commented it. This is a printing the transpose list, and we are calling the DFS function if it is not visited, and we will getting the order vector. This is discussed in the previous video. See the previous video. After that, for this was the for checking whether which node is visited or not. I have commented it because it was not necessary. Now I have visited is initialized with 0 again. For now, for calling the DFS1 in the reverse order of the order list. This was also explained in the previous video, strongly connected component video. So I am traversing in the for int j equal to 1 visited of order n minus j, order of n minus j, we are traversing in the reverse order. If it is not visited, we will be calling the DFS1 function. DFS1 function, we will be seeing what the DFS and the DFS1 function is there. First I will show is now DFS1 function we have called if the size is greater than 1. This is commented, these things are commented because this was not necessary. I was just checking how the program execution take place. Here we are checking the self loop we are checking. If this is not the condition, means this is not the self loop, and SCC of size is 1, and it is not containing any self loop. That's why we are just clearing our SCC and continue. It will go in the next iteration, that is it will go there, it will go to the next node. Otherwise we are incrementing our count to the SCC size, we are cout size, and SCC we are clearing the SCC, and count is clear, order is also cleared. This is similar to what we have discussed in the we have discussed in the previous video. And what the DFS and DFS1 function is there. DFS function is same as DFS function, only we have used the order vector in pushing the nodes. Okay, some things are commented because these are not necessary, these are only for checking the order in which the program is being executed. DFS1 function, this is simple DFS function, only this we are pushing under the SCC vector. So this is how we can solve this problem. I will provide this code in the description. You can see that, and do see the previous video named strongly connected component. It will help you in understanding this a lot. Thank you very much.